can we commence?
Commence.
Everybody say rise up, rise up. Kids, it's back! Rancho Kids Sunday Service Week.
Week two, episode 2, coming at you hot.
Goodness, this is so
Coming
much fun.
hot today.
I want to tell you again, my name is Mr. Ryan, and
I'm Miss Carrie.
And we are super excited to do church with you on Sunday morning, basically live on YouTube. If you're watching it live, it's live. If not, we are so glad to see that we have almost 1,000 people that watched last week's episode.
Crazy.
And we are getting such great feedback. Kids, we're really glad that you're enjoying it because I'm kind of having fun doing it too.
This is a blast. And I'm telling you, Ryan, kids are watching all over the place.
Oh yeah. I've been told by my family, like, there's some shout outs I have to do to my nieces and my nephews. So Caleb, McKenna, Wyatt, Wes, Callie, young Callie, and Sophie in Orange County. We are so glad that you guys are watching. Uncle Ryan says hello, and I hope you enjoy it.
Are you a fun uncle?
Oh yes.
I feel like you'd be a fun
I'm a funkle. It kind of speaks to my funness and my funkiness.
Yeah, I feel that defines you perfectly.
Yes, fun and
I
funky.
have a shout out also, Ryan, Jonathan, Todd, and all of the Townview kids from Townview Church, Kennesaw, Georgia. I know.
Wow! Well, howdy, y'all. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but we're so glad to have you with us.
We really are.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it should be a hoot. Did I say that right?
A hoot maybe?
All right, well, I don't know, but hey, also, I don't have a good Oregon accent, but I do have some friends that live in Oregon, and they have a church called Water Church in Bend, Oregon, and we are so excited that you guys are watching with us. The children's ministry is showing this, so we hope you guys have a blast as well. There's a lot of fun things that are going to happen today, but we're going to start with worship. Why don't you talk to them about worship?
Yes, I love starting with worship. You guys, first of all, I want to ask you, did you know that the Bible is filled with promises? Promises from God, like the God who created the entire universe. He gives us promises. And one of the ones that I've been thinking about so much lately is the promise that He will never leave us. He will always be with us no matter what. There is a verse, Deuteronomy 31:8. It says this, "The Lord Himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged."
This is fantastic. This is fantastic. By the way, I did try to lower. People were saying that I was a little bit taller than you last time, so this is my best attempt to compensate.
I didn't notice.
I'm getting a little sore, but worship is coming. My family did it in our living room last, and it was amazing. I did the best I could.
Okay.
I joked about what a good dancer I was earlier, but I'm not very good. I still had fun though, so we hope you guys have a blast. Let's go ahead and just do that on 3. Ready?
Oh, wait. So 2 songs. One is going to be the same as last week. It's called "Won't Let Go."
Yes.
This one.
I know I'm not alone in that one.
Let's not do that. And the second one is kind of like it. It says, "Never Let Go of Me." And so 2 songs, 1 promise. Let's do this.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, on the count of 3, kids, if you go to Rancho, you know what we do. We say, "Roll it, Cristiano." So on the count of 3, we're going to yell it. Just point somewhere in the room. Somewhere, anywhere you want. I'm going to point over there.
Okay,
ready?
here we go.
1, 2, 3. Roll it, Cristiano.
When my world feels like it's shaking, when my heart feels like it's breaking, walking over waves can be hard to do. Take my hand, you're the hero, Jesus. You're the one who never leaves us. Whatever comes my way, I'm holding on to you. You
me hope when hope was all but gone. A second chance to sing a brand new song. You opened up my eyes to see. You rescued me, rescued me. You showed the way when there was no way out. Cleared up my mind when you erased all doubt. You made me strong when I was weak. You rescued me, rescued me. Through every storm of life, I know you're by my side. So I am holding on to your promises. You are the God who holds my future, all my dreams. So I am holding on. You'll never let go of me. I'm holding on to you. You are my God. I know you'll see me through. Hey! You are my God. I'm holding on to you. You are my God. I know you'll see me through. Hey! You are my God. I'm holding on to you. You are my God. You are my God. I know you'll see me through. Hey! You are my God. I'm holding on to you. Hey! You are my God. I know you'll see me through. Hey! Through every storm of life, I know you're by my side. So I am holding on to your promises. You are the God who holds my future, all my dreams. So I am holding on. You'll never let go of me. I know you're by my side. So I am holding on to your promises. You are the God who holds my future, all my dreams. So I am holding on. You'll never let go of me. I'm holding on to you. You are my God. I know you'll see me through. Hey! You are my God. I'm holding on to you. You are my God. I know you'll see me through. Hey!
Oh my goodness. Miss Carrie, I
Love it?
liked it, but I'm exhausted. Honestly, my watch was like saying, Ryan, are you okay? This is more working out than you do normally. But
Oh, have you hit all your steps already?
all my circles are closed.
Yeah.
Kids, what an amazingly fun time of worship. I'm telling you, before this whole thing is done, I think I'm gonna be on your dance team. I'm gonna be in those videos with you.
All
Probably
right.
in the back
Well,
corner.
We'll have to go
But-
through an audition process.
Yes.
But we can talk
All
about
right.
that.
Well, hey, you know one thing that I am actually really good at? That is making up fun games. That's like, since I was a
That
kid.
is your gift.
That's like the one thing I do. Kids, it's my spiritual gift. I'm a game maker. So, if you do not already know this, we did a family game night video that we put on YouTube this last week. If you have not checked that out, kids, go right now and check it out with your parents. This game is intended for you guys to play at home, and it should be a lot of fun.
Such a fun game. And you
Yes.
know what? This whole season, this whole time at home, it just gives us an opportunity to do all kinds of new things, new games.
Oh, yeah.
New crafts,
New skills. I mean,
Yeah.
yes, you can play video games. Yes, you can watch Netflix. Those are all great ways to unwind. But my encouragement to you kids is pick something you want to get better at and go at it.
Ooh,
Take
you know
this
what I've
time.
been wanting to do, Ryan?
Yodel.
New recipe.
What kind of recipe?
3-bean tuna noodle recipe.
That
you
is
all,
that is a very small amount of beans.
If you could
in a-
come over, I'd invite you all over. But
Oh, my.
yeah, 3-bean tuna noodle.
I
maybe
made
throw
a-
in some kale broccoli in there.
I made ribeye last night. It was quite delicious. Yes, I went into Sam's. I said, "Get back in there and bring me out a ribeye," and it was delicious. I loved it. But here's the thing: we do have a game right now that we want to send it to. This is the section where you guys get to play along at home with us. I told you guys in a video earlier that if you have not made one of these, you need to make one. It is 4 squares this way, 3 squares down, and then you need to get 3 quarters, 3 dimes, 3 nickels, and 3 pennies. And this right now would be the time for you to pause and make sure you have this game board and those game pieces set up. So go ahead and pause the video now. What should we do after pausing? Like this is kind of awkward.
I don't know. What are we going to do with all this money that we
Well,
have?
my plan is that they're going to turn this and fold it into an envelope, and then they'll write Ryan Beaver's address on there, and they'll mail it to me, and then I can invest it in nachos.
Oh, Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the, hold on. Okay, kids, if you're back, we are so glad you're back. Here's the way this game works. We've done this with Lego blocks before, but I know not all of you have Lego blocks at home, so I figured you could probably scrounge up some change, and so here's the deal. I'm gonna show you a ridiculous video. It's gonna be just a silly, nonsensical video, and then in the middle, boom, it's gonna pop up and disappear. It's gonna be like, it's gonna go, what? And then go back, right? It's gonna pop up, disappear, and then your best thing is that throughout it, as it keeps popping up and disappearing, you have to try and recreate the pattern that I have. And that means the right piece of money in the right square, and it has to be the right side up, heads or tails.
Oh, but some coins have different...
It doesn't matter. If you have like one of those weird ones, it's like, it's a quarter from Georgia, Kennesaw, Georgia, maybe. Doesn't matter. Tails is tails, heads is heads. Doesn't matter if your tails looks the same as my tails. That's also a lesson for life.
So you're saying if you have a penny and a quarter and a dime, they have to get that in that...
Yes, it has to be a penny in the right square, a dime in the right square, and it has to be the right side up. Here we go, round one. Good luck. Your brains are probably gonna explode. My jam. That might be my favorite song.
You know what, you guys? You were probably distracted by the chicken in the video. I was distracted by this one right here.
Love me some techno chicken, kids. You got to put that on your playlist. It's great to work out to. It's also great, ironically, to eat chicken too.
Oh, well,
That's kind of dark. Morbid.
yeah.
It's okay. But listen, that was awesome. I do need to tell you that I got a very, very urgent tweet that popped up on my watch.
Oh.
It's actually from President Trump, and it said that there's some new regulations in place, and the regulations are that we have to play another round of that game.
Oh, man.
Yes, he said, it's very important that you do another round of that game. That's my, I don't know Trump.
All right, I guess.
So round
we have to.
2 coming at you. Here it goes. Brace yourself. It's gonna be fun.
PPAP. I have a pen, I have an apple, apple pen. I have a pen, I have pineapple, pineapple pen, apple pen, pineapple pen, pen pineapple apple pen. Pen pineapple apple pen. Dance time. I have a pen. I have a pen. Long.
All right, right, how are you guys doing? How'd you do on that one?
Was it stressful? I hope it was stressful, but you know what? I find that song soothing. So
He's an interesting looking man.
interesting, I would prefer the word distinguished. I personally tried for months to get that little creepy mustache. Struck out.
Okay.
But here's the deal. We have to do more. We cannot stop at 2 rounds. They spent at least a minute or so
I feel
making
like
this.
They're just getting warmed up now.
We need another round.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
goodness. Kids, I don't know who's winning in your family so far, but this next one, it will be challenging. I want you to pay very close attention to where the pennies, the dimes, the nickels are placed. They might be
Especially the
on
quarters.
intersections this time, and if that is the case, you must match it precisely. Go ahead and give it your best
Shot.
That's the word.
Bum bum, ba-dum ba-dum. A duck walked up to a lemonade stand and he said to the man, run in the stand, hey, bum bum bum, got any grapes? The man said, no, we just sell lemonade, but it's cold and it's fresh and it's all homemade. Can I get you a glass? The duck said, I'll pass. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle, till the very next day, bum 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 ba-dum. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man, run in the stand, hey, bum bum bum, got any grapes? The man said, no, like I said yesterday, we just sell lemonade, okay? Why not give it a try? The duck said, goodbye. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle, till the very next day, bum 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 ba-dum. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man, run in the stand, hey, bum bum bum, got any grapes? The man said, look, this is getting old. I mean, lemonade's all we've ever sold. Why not give it a go? The duck said, how about no? Then he waddled away, waddle waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle, till the very next day, bum 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 ba-dum.
Wow, that game is a lot of fun, but I'm gonna be honest with you, my brain feels like mush right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on there.
There's so many things coming at you.
It's funny because the game is actually both great when it comes to entertaining children, and also they use it to help train Navy SEALs, to see if they can handle mental just craziness. Many a Navy SEAL has fallen short on that one exercise.
How'd you do, kids? You get it? Do you beat your parents?
You're in the Navy now, kids. Anyway, I hope that you guys had a blast. I hope that the person who won this round has been hoisted upon your shoulders and just carried about the room in a way to say, yay, like the end of Rudy.
Yes.
You know Rudy. Totally you know
Carrying
Rudy.
your name.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
carrying
She
through.
does not know who Rudy is.
I totally know who Rudy
What
is.
sport did Rudy play?
Football
Actually,
for
no.
Notre Dame.
Oh my gosh, he was a curler.
Oh.
No, he was a football player for Notre Dame. I cannot believe you got it, but you did call it Notre Dame.
Dame.
That's where the Hunchback's from. Rudy played for Notre Dame.
Oh.
Yeah, anyway, so kids, we have had fun, we've worshipped, we still have more to come, but I'm telling you right now, I am excited because we get to bring back my Animoji. I think your Animoji's out of town this week.
Yeah,
but
she just couldn't make it.
yeah, Animojiville, a lot of things going on. She's kind of stocking up, trying to find Animoji toilet paper, I think, right now. Is that correct?
Yeah, there's a shortage.
Yeah, which is ironic because shortage. So here's the deal, kids. We have a message coming. It's going to be amazing. We are going to be continuing through our series called
Well played, Jesus.
"Well Played, Jesus." Try it in a
Can't do
different
it.
accent.
Okay. Well played, Jesus.
Well played, Jesus.
I just can't.
All right, whatever. You know, it's kind of, you can go where you want, but the point is that when you look at the stories in the Bible that talk about Jesus, pretty much anyone, even non-Christians would agree, wow, this Jesus guy, I kind of like him. So this is another one of those stories where we read it and we see what the moment is where all we can do is just say, you know what? Well played, Jesus. What's happening, kiddos? It's me, your friend, Mr. Ryan's Animoji. And unfortunately today, Miss Carrie's Animoji couldn't make it, but I do have a really cool friend who's gonna help me with the message. So why don't you go ahead and tell the kids who you are?
I am Nacho, the luchador.
That's right, kiddos. I got Nacho to help with the message today. He is such a wise man, and he's going to be helping me the whole way through. In fact, I was kind of wondering, Nacho, how do you think I should start this thing?
Let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
Seriously? Seriously? Just dive right into the message? Are you sure the kids can handle it? I don't know. I mean, kids like introductions. They like wasted time at the start of messages. I really don't think this is a good idea.
But I do.
Okay, let's do it. John chapter 13, the Last Supper that Jesus has with his disciples before he's arrested and crucified. And I'm telling you, this story is packed full of well-played Jesus moments. I love this story. How about you, Nacho?
It's the best.
Yes, I totally agree. It is one of the best stories from the life of Jesus. But if you really want to appreciate it, you need to understand some super important cultural details, specifically having to do with how they ate dinner.
Okay.
So when we eat dinner, we usually sit in a chair at a table, but that's not how they did it a lot of the time. They would usually eat their meals on the floor. Their plates would be down there and they would lay on their sides and eat the food. But as you laid there on your side, that means that the person next to you, a lot of times their feet were right by your face when you were eating. Exactly. No one wants to eat anything, even some delicious corn, with somebody's nasty feet by their face. So what they did back then is they made sure that someone would always wash the people's feet before a meal like this.
Yes, it's true.
Thank you for confirming that, Nacho. Now, kids, one of the things you need to know about the foot washing is that the servants would do it. In fact, out of all the servants, it would be the lowest of the low servant that would have to do it.
Okay.
Now, this next part is super important because at the Last Supper, there were no servants. It was just Jesus and his disciples. And so one by one, the story tells us that the disciples go into the room, they see the bowl of water, and they see the towel, and they must think to themselves, should it be me that washes everyone else's feet? But then they probably thought something like,
Me? No, come on. Don't be crazy.
exactly, none of them wanted to be the one that had to do it. None of them wanted to humble themselves and wash the other's feet. So one by one, they walked right by the bowl of water and didn't do a thing. But Jesus did something that would shock everyone. Jesus stopped at the bowl of water. He picked it up and he tied a towel around his waist and he began to wash each and every one of their feet.
I'm not listening to you. You're crazy.
I know it sounds crazy, but that's what happened, and that's what makes this story so incredible. Jesus, their respected teacher and leader, is the one who humbled himself to wash their feet. Now, when he got to one of the disciples named Peter, Peter stood up and he said,
No, Jose.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that Jesus in Spanish is pronounced Jesus, not Jose. But yes, he did get up and say, no, Jesus, this isn't right. I can't let you do this. This isn't how it's supposed to be. But then Jesus said, Peter, relax, let me do this. Because Jesus wanted to demonstrate for Peter and the other disciples just how much it meant to love people in a sacrificial way. And then he called them to go and do the same thing for others.
Every day.
That's right. Jesus invited his disciples and us to follow his lead of humble service. It's not about washing feet. It's just about us being willing to lower ourselves and serve others, to put their needs in front of our own, just like Jesus did. And when Jesus does things like this, all I can think is how much I admire and respect him.
Sometimes I would like that kind of respect.
I think I understand exactly what you're saying. You're hoping that one day you can follow Jesus' lead so well that people see what you're doing and say, well played, Nacho.
Yes.
I totally get that, Nacho, and there's a lot of things about you that I admire. But this is a series called Well Played Jesus. It's all about looking at the things Jesus does and saying, well played, Jesus.
It's no use.
All right, calm down, bud. We do not want you to get all sad and brokenhearted. So kids, let's just do it. Let's just say well played, Nacho, on the count of 3, all right? 1, 2, 3. Well played, Nacho. What do you think, Nacho? Is that good?
Really good.
Fantastic. Nacho, thank you so much for helping me out today. And kids, I hope you had a blast looking at this story from the life of Jesus and saying, well played, Jesus. come back next week. Check us out on YouTube. We'll be doing another story where we look at his life and we say, well played, Jesus. See you later.
You know, Ryan, I love hearing stories about Jesus because we look at Jesus, we get to understand who God is. Because the Bible actually says we see the Son, we actually get to understand the Father.
Yes, when we see the way Jesus behaves, it helps us to get a better understanding of what God is like, and that's pretty important. Now, you know what else is important? During a time like this, we've got to find a way to get our wiggles out. You know what I'm talking about?
I do know about the wiggles.
I have two boys at home, and my wife is seriously like, what is wrong with these kids? They're just like bouncing off the walls. My son yesterday said, hey, can I have a cookie? And she's like, you think I'm gonna give you sugar right now? You're insane.
Ooh, and that's all they want. My boys made cookies yesterday, and half the plate is gone.
Now here's the deal. The bottom line is kids need to get their wiggles out. Kids need to go have fun. And so we decided to do another round of the game that we introduced last week called That's Fantastic! It's so much fun. We did hill sliding last week in the rain. It was quite a bit of fun. I might have injured myself slightly on the one time I went down the hill. I'm not as young as I used to be. And
Muscle?
Yeah, I don't think I have any muscles. But here's the deal. This week, we have another fun thing that we're gonna be doing. It should be a blast. We're gonna go ahead and just show it to you right now. I'll just tell you this. It's gonna be high school girls against elementary school age boys. Who will win the battle? The Clash of the Titans. Who do you got your money on?
My vote is the girls.
Oh yeah, we can't talk about betting on here, but I personally would put all my hopes in the fact that the young elementary school age boys can band together and take down the older, stronger girls that are in high school.
If they have the wiggles and this
That's what I'm saying.
game, this challenge, whatever it is, requires wiggles, then I would change my vote.
You go ahead and just kind of pause it right now, talk with your family, take your who's gonna win, and then we'll see what actually happens. So let's go ahead and show you what happened in this week's episode of That's Fantastic! afraid of a little forehead gloss? I mean, there's nothing to be ashamed of. We all have it, right? No?
Hey,
No?
Ryan, you know what? The time we're filming this right now, we don't know who won.
I know in my
That's
heart
it.
who
But
won.
I do too.
Yeah, you want to just say it on the count of three? We'll just say congratulations. All right.
Yeah.
Congratulations, boys! Boys.
Girls.
Boys.
Obviously girls.
Okay, I'm talking about the little ones, the boys. The little ones are the boys.
No, the teenage girls.
Listen, we don't know who won, but I will tell you this. It's gonna be intense. Much like the sleeping arrangements of most campers, it'll be intense. Get it? Dad joke! That's one a week. You get one of those a week. We just slip it in whenever you don't even know. Boom, there it was. And now it's gone, sneaking off into the night. And now back into the stage to tell you kids that we've had a blast with you. A blast.
We've had another blast. This is 2 weeks in a row, Ryan.
Miss Carrie, I think that before we say goodbye, I'm gonna give you the privilege of doing the thing where you tell them to smash the thing. Remember the thing that we tell them to do? Come on, do it as best you can because we need them to do it. We need them to comment below, we need them to subscribe, and we need them to do what?
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button!
think
Come
you-
on!
you're like-
Yeah, but you did it, but then it was like you need more enthusiasm. Kids,
All right.
kids are very sedentary, which means they like to just kind of chill. You really gotta inspire them into.
All right,
go ahead.
Watch, I'm gonna say it with just my Carrie way.
Okay.
And we're gonna get more smashes this time. We're gonna get some more likes. So, hey kids, do me a favor and hit the like button. Right? If you like it, if you had a good time, then hit it.
Did you just do something?
Yeah, and
It's
look
gotta be
at
a
what's happening.
smash!
Look at
That like button!
Look at what's happening right now. Everyone's hitting it.
Okay, whatever. Kids, it has been a blast. Miss Carrie, I enjoyed doing this with you. This is fun. I
lot of
cannot
fun.
wait. It looks like we'll be doing it again next week, and we will be posting stuff to this YouTube site throughout the week. So please,
Keep
when
coming
you're
back.
bored, just go ahead and check. Did they do anything? Were they up to anything mischievous or fun today?
Are there any games on there? New
Yes.
recipes, new
Perhaps
crafts?
some
I
crafts.
don't know.
I'm gonna be doing lots of crafting this week.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, I won't be. But I will be playing lots of games, and maybe, just maybe, I'll kind of do some crafting as well. Who knows? Kids, Mr. Ryan and
Miss Carrie.
saying peace.
Peace out.